So I'm here because scientists are not being listened to. I'm willing to take a risk for this gorgeous planet. For my sons. We've been trying to warn you guys for so many decades. Now we're heading towards a fucking catastrophe. And we've been being ignored. The scientists of the world have been being ignored. And it's gotta stop. We're gonna lose everything. And we're not joking. Not exaggerating. This is so bad, everyone, that we're willing to take this risk. And more scientists and more people are gonna start joining us.
So that was Peter Calamus. He's a NASA scientist, and he's part of an activist group called Scientist Rebellion. So him and three of his buddies handcuffed themselves to the JP Morgan building. Reason being is because they're still the biggest investors in fossil fuels. And a recent report from the United Nations stated that if we don't get back to the Paris Climate Accord and we don't reduce CO2 emissions within the next 3 years, the whole planet's effed. But instead of a couple security guards trying to escort them off the building, 100 cops came with riot gear.
It's absurd. Holy shit. Look at this. There's like literally 4 people chained to the building. There's like 10 cops. 10 cops for every protester.
Like there's not even... That's how this country handles people speaking out, spreading information, speaking the truth, and trying to better the planet. Don't Look Up is looking pretty real right now. I told you, they tell us everything in the movies and TV shows. Pay attention.
Where he handcuffed himself to a JP Morgan Chase bank, the world's largest banker of fossil fuel, pouring more than $316 billion into the fossil fuel industry from 2016 to 2020. Cops showed up in riot gear and arrested everyone that was protesting. Still no media coverage. If we continue to ignore this shit because it makes us uncomfortable to talk about, we won't have a body to be uncomfortable anymore because we'll all be fucking dead. And while yes, your personal actions contribute to the general waste and carbon emissions of this planet, we as the individuals are not the fucking problem. It's the companies and corporations that put billions, if not trillions of dollars every year into the destruction of our planet. The biggest problem in all of this is that most of us don't even know it's fucking happening. The companies that profit are connected to the companies that rule the algorithms of our social media. So share this and get the conversation started.
Couldn't have said it better myself, so I just went ahead and show you other creators who are already speaking out about this. These companies don't give a shit about us, and what I want to know is, like, why do they hate us so much? Why do they want us dead so bad? Like, they just passed a bill that our water doesn't have to be clean. Something that was protecting our water for the last 50 years. Nope, our water doesn't have to be clean anymore. They can just kill us in the water, with the water. I don't get it. Why do they hate us so much? Why has this been happening since the beginning of time? Like, why are we here? And why do they hate us so much? Well, we can hold these companies accountable, and that's what we need to start doing.